Welcome, welcome. Mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, gender. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And you know you've gone through it whole. You know you've gone through it. But you know that if you commit yourself to the lifestyle of being deliberate, I just felt like Robin Leach for a moment. You know that if you commit yourself to the lifestyle of checking that mood and making sure, hey, what do I want to experience in my world? Yeah. You know the outcome of that. And then you'll stop asking questions about, how can I be successful? Will I be successful? What is the thing that you'd be doing that would deem that you were successful? You have to set that parameter. You have to set that parameter. So that every time you do that thing, you know, ow. Every time you do it, you become more and more of that thing. You become more and more successful. But we equate success with what? Whereas your success means, if you look at it, you're always successful. You didn't know that you were always successful? You are successfully projecting from within every single day. You're always a success. You are always a success. I can't even say it. You are always a success. Why are you always a success? Because that which you have molded and shaped yourself into, you have become successfully. So how are you a failure? Because you heard somebody say that you were? Uh, Let me quote Dr. Phil. How's that working for you? You are the one with the power, okay? To mold and shape yourself into what you want to become. And it's okay that you hear your mother's voice in the back of your head. It is okay that you do. But because you hear your mother's voice in the back of your head, she's not living your life. You are. So because you hear it doesn't mean anything. Just hear it, and as we say in Barbados, hear and don't hear. Hear it, but don't allow it to have the effect on you. Because she's not living your life. Your father's not living your life. Your grandmother's not living your life. You are living your life. So it is you who gets to rehearse. And you will find that when you do that, naturally, you will relinquish those things mentally that you hold on to so much that hurt you. So are you living a lifestyle? Or are you just moving from moment to moment because, well, God willing, I don't know if that's for me or not. I don't know what my purpose is. And again, your purpose is not hidden. The purpose of life is to live. And you get to determine how you are going to mold and shape yourself on a daily basis. Anyhow, That's all I wanted to tell you. Don't wait until a problem arises. Because, you see, waiting for that like when you do that, if you're waiting for a problem, hmm, let that hang, let that linger in the air for a minute. If you are waiting for a problem, if before you can act, you already know what your actions will be like. They'll follow the line of your problem. I love you. And I want for you to see, to comprehend, to understand, but most importantly, to apply the principles on a daily basis. Because then you will realize what it means when you say, ooh, I've got these principles so deep within that I know what to draw from. When you hear all who are thirsty, come and drink, and you will never be thirsty again. How is that possible physically? You and I will always generate a thirst physically. But mentally you quench the thirst by knowing when you apply the principles, you know the outcome. That's why those who hunger and thirst for right thinking shall be filled. See what I'm saying? And it will permeate through every facet of your life, just like how the other things have permeated every facet of your present life. We spend far too much time arguing about which God is right. What difference does it make if you don't apply something and change? And then you'll really begin to see where and who God is. And you'll begin to see that it's just a word that has been tainted. To take your eyes off of the fact that it is you who has the power to change your life and that you don't have to suffer. Ah. With that, my beautiful friends, I trust you comprehend, but more so, apply. Just apply. You can do it. And all it is practice, moving yourself from one mood, one mental attitude to another, over and over and over again, until the new mental attitude takes root. Remember the pathway story in the field? On one side, you've got a track that's been trodden on for years. And that track is so clear. But then you want to change, and all you can see on the other side is tall grass. You're like, ew. Oh, you'd be like me yesterday in the gazebo. I freaked out and scared a little bit, and he started to crow outside in the yard. I said, oh my. I saw an earthworm because I was just standing in the grass. And this earthworm was at least a foot long. I said, oh no. I said, mm-mm. And I freaked out. I said, ah, oh my God. It was, listen, it was a hot mess. And I think it hurt me because it slithered away real quick and I couldn't see it anymore. And it took me a while to actually relax in the gazebo because I kept thinking, oh my God, oh, I can't handle seeing that. Ew. But I'm in the grass. What do I think I'm going to see? I had to remind myself, girl, you out here in the grass with your chickens. You gonna see earthworms. You gonna see bugs. Relax. Besides, with Biscuit's precision, he ate many of them. Tee hee. So you see, will I allow my fear to keep me from going in the grass? Came pretty close. I came real close to coming back in the house, but I said, girl, it is hot. Stay outside. And so I did. So when you're learning a new way to be, it at first feels impossible because the pathway has not been laid down. But you've got to keep walking through that tall grass until it becomes smushed down so that the pathway reveals itself. Because at first, you don't even see your own footsteps. You don't see them. But so long as you continually do the same thing the same way every time, which is to walk that pathway, then you'll begin to see that you're making a change in your life. It, and I know you might doubt me. Why do you think people don't want other people walking on their lawn? Because they don't want a track to form on their lawn, whereby you'll see where everybody walks. You don't see it the first few times, but so long as you persist, you will see that pathway begin to emerge. So use the principle of correspondence as below, so above. Now take it up from below. Meaning if you walk across that field over and over and over again, you're going to lay down a footpath. Well, then, if you keep doing the same thing the same way every time, you will lay down a mental path. So comprehend what it is that you're doing and realize that persistence is necessary for the path to show itself, for your change to emerge before your eyes. Instead of throwing in the towel and saying, this is taking too long. I've been the same way for so long, because you stop walking it. Now you understand why people are annoyed at other people walking on their lawns. You see the deeper meaning behind it? They don't want to see a footpath. That's why they have a sidewalk. Somebody already laid a path out for you to follow. That's why they don't want you on their grass. Not because my neighbor's a persnickety. They just don't want to see your footprints in their grass. So take that and use it to facilitate your change. Know that so long as you keep on the same path persistently, you will see it. At the very beginning, you do not. It feels awkward and the grass is itchy. That's only at the beginning. But so long as you persist, you will change your life. And if you can do it psychologically, you'll be able to do it physiologically. One's mental and one's physical. So, today, what is that pathway that you have been walking for so long? You can walk it with your eyes closed. It cannot defeat you. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means you've been walking that particular path. So now today, be deliberate to know that, wait a minute, I know that that pathway is strong because I've been walking it for so long. Who's a poet and don't know it? But you know what? I'm going to start walking a new path. I'm going to start with this new behavior. Same behavior every time. I'm going to do this because I know the outcome of doing it. What is the outcome of doing the same thing the same way every time? Becoming that which you do. So don't give up talking about you can't teach no dog new tricks. Of course you can. You just got to get the right treats. So what's the right treat for you today? Persistence. And out of that persistence, you create a lifestyle. Countdown initiated. 5, 4, 3, 2. Flow smiles. Girl, you can tell me that they're good for my. I know they're good for my garden, but don't just jump out at me like that. Don't just. You gotta prep me for those things. Don't just jump out of the grass like that at me. That's too much. Oh my word. They're great aerators. But I know that they're there. But then when you see them, you're like, oh, at least for me. Right? I just love y'all. 1. So go forth today. And know what mental attitude you want to have. And start practicing that mental attitude. Because it is in the rehearsal of that mental attitude you will perform on the stage of life. Much love to each and every one of you. Did I even welcome anybody today? Wait, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Wealthy Supreme Rico. Ooh, ooh. He just dropped a super chat. Hello. Thank you, Wealthy Supreme Rico. Thank you. Welcome to the space, darling. Yes, it is true. The better man is also here with us in these YouTube streets. Ow. And the thing I almost forgot to look, man, see, I get so caught up. Twitter is as Twitter is, but they're part of the replay gang. Wow, I have to scroll through fan base this morning. Hush. Who's in fan base this morning? Ray is in the house. Big Mike is in the house. Miss McQueen, my sweet, is in the house. Kresha is in the house. Or is it, you know what? 2 E's would be Cree. I say Kresha because there's only 1 E. You can correct me if I'm wrong, darling. Moon and Dolphin Duck. Oh, Summer Rose is in the house. Flo Smiles. Let me guess, Flo Smiles, you grew that flower in your garden, didn't you? Hmm? Oh, you didn't grow that one? Wow, I lay corrected. Because I know you're so green thumb, you know. Jessamine is here. Honey is in the house. And Michael is here as well. Listen, allegedly, well, according to YouTube, I've been prattling on for like at least 58 minutes. Yikes. I try and keep that short. But I get so riled up. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Let me put that one up there so the rest of the world can see in these YouTube streets. Thank you, Wealthy Supreme Rico. Thank you. I totally just, aw. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity today. And on Fanbase, thank you for all the love that you've given me this morning too. But go forth into the world and practice because you know what happens when you practice. Oracle Treehouse. Hey, girl. I see you. I see you, sugar. Yes. Parroting really is such sweet sorrow. But those girls are asleep on the stairs, and a little bit is asleep at the bottom of the stairs on the floor. Because if I put him on the stairs, he gonna fall. So, just leave him on solid ground. Reminds me of that hymn, on Christ the solid rock I stand, all of the ground is sinking sand. You start to see your hymns in a whole different way. I put him on solid ground so he doesn't hurt himself. So now you understand the significance of a solid foundation. Oh, speaking of foundation, let me get ready and go to work. Because some people need to have their foundations replaced and they're not going to like that. Oh my. But you know, be deliberate in your life and create your lifestyle. Oh, I trust it makes sense. Really? It is Krisha? I lay corrected. Thank you for telling me, Krisha, darling. Now I will have to say it with all the beauty it deserves. Krisha. Mm. Thank you for that. I see you. Jessica, you're Asian too? Wow. See? Listen, we just bring so many people together, don't we? We have such a beautiful community. I love it. I love it. I love it. Mm, I love it. Anyhow, don't let me keep y'all, because I don't need him hollering at me from downstairs talking about feed me, mother. I don't need that. I might take some eggs for breakfast this morning. You know why? Because that girl is so faithful. She laid me an egg yesterday, too. So I think I have a dozen now. So I will have 2 eggs today, 2 little eggs. They're not as small as quail eggs, but they're not far off because she's so tiny. My teeny tiny girl with her little eggs. Anywho, love y'all. Oh, yeah, you're Canadian too. Oh, 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 but Ray Ray. Ray Ray. It is all good. It is all good. Much love to each and every one of you. Mwah. Much love. Thank you again, Lovely Supreme Rico. And much love to you also. Thank you.